Hey, and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you by Patreon members like you.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
As a Patreon member, you get a video of the podcast that we put out twice a month.
Now, on with the show.
Wow. That's what I was saying. He's going crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts. We're talking about Steve Mead for those of you that are just tuning in. We're going through his Instagram page with his Mech-Man alternators. The Mech-Man, right?
Covers, yeah.
Well, he's putting 4 alternators.
Well, that's for the Tahoe that he used to have.
I don't know. It's just crazy how, you give some guy 7 lasers and he goes, or 7 CNCs. Yeah. And it's just all nuts. Hey, whatever. Hey, happy Monday. Just go with that one, right? Bobby, what's going on, everyone?
What's up?
And for anyone that is on the West Coast and my heart goes out to you if you're dealing with these fires right now. Our friend and fellow contributor Fro had to he got booted out of his house because the fire was getting close. So that kind of sucks. So I don't know if he'll be on here tonight. If he is, make sure you say, hey man, stay safe. And for the rest of you out there in the fire zone, be safe, be crazy. Totally. You know, it's you can always rebuild, the sucky as that is. Alpine DSP, yeah, that new one.
What's up, Clint?
16 channels of fun and exciting. Marty Dean. The famous Marty Dean. The last.
Happy Tuesday? Yeah, that's Happy Tuesday, man. Happy Tuesday to you. That is correct.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I feel bad for him too.
Yeah, over there in Australia. Yeah, they're definitely on lockdown over there, but not for fires, for this other craziness that's going on in the world. But hey, you know what? Let's forget about that for an hour and let's talk about the thing that we all come together for and love so much, which is car audio, because car audio is cool, right? Isn't it? It's the coolest thing in the world. And this week, this show is being brought to you by one of the coolest companies ever. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Let's get the Fernando cam all set, ready to go.
Away. So there.
So this week's sponsor is Morel. You can find them at morelhifi.com. That's right, they're celebrating their 45th anniversary. Who doesn't like 45 years of being on the planet? I'm older than them. That kind of sucks. Go on the Fernando cam. What we have looking at here today is the new Carbon Elate. This is the Pro Set. The Pro Set is defined by that Pico-looking tweeter right there, or Piccolo, I'm sorry, tweeter looking there. If you don't have room for a tweeter that's that big, of course you can pan over to there and you can get the regular set that's going to come with a much more user-friendly tweeter that's going to fit into a lot easier installation, give you a lot more options. We'll show you one in a little bit. As the car we're working on behind me, this one over here is a Toyota Camry. Mm-hmm. Back to the Fernando cam. So we're going to get inside of that and we'll take a look at it. But headed back over to the Morel stuff for a second, which I will save you the... If you'll notice off to Fernando's left, you'll see this cool thing right here, this shirt, not the hat. Pay no attention to the hat, although we will be talking about it. This is the 45th anniversary shirt. It says Morel on the back. If you would like to win that shirt, here's how you can do it. Oh, hey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. If you'd like to win that shirt, you're not going to win it here today, but you have an opportunity to win that Friday. That's right, Friday on the Dean and Fernando's
Car Stereo Clips
YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Only the shirt.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I said that. Now, here's this. You have to watch the news channel or the news show. That's at 9 o'clock Friday morning. It's between 9 and 6:30, and it's. I can tell you right now, you don't have to be the first person. We're gonna come up with a new way to win, okay? Because that was fun, but let's be realistic. It's not. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so it's gonna be from 9 to 9:30, not 6:30.
Did I say 6:30? All right. Anyway, from 9 to 6:30. Now, from 9 to 9:30, over on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, we're gonna give away the shirt. The rub is this: we only have larges and extra larges, so you're gonna have to be one or the other, and until they run out. What's up, Johnny?
What's up, Johnny? Jeff.
Now that hat that you saw, if you want to get that hat. Well, there is a way for you to win that hat, and let me show you how. If you go over and go to Morel_America, that's America, they're just hit 3,000 or 13,000. Jeez, they've just hit 13,000, and what that means is that they're going to be giving away this cool hat. Now, if you hit more here, they have instructions for you how to win it, but they're going to be giving it away on Wednesday. So you still have time. I was reading Team Morel. You still have time to enter. So by all means, head over to Morel_America.
Follow them.
Follow this. This is like the second post if we go back to their whole thing. So it's like the second post right here. Follow them. Do what it says in the instructions. Look at that. That's the back of that speaker right there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's Morel. We want to thank Morel for playing along with us. For those of you that have won stuff these last 2 months, if you follow us on Instagram, at 5, you saw that a bunch of boxes finally got to go out. So everything, all the mugs, the banners, the clean wire caddies, all that fun stuff. All this stuff here, oh yeah, is all going out this week. So thank you, Sue, for heading over to the post office to drop that stuff off. Hey, look at Sounds Plus Naperville. That's Marty's place.
Oh.
Naperville. So if any of you guys are over in that part of the woods, make sure to hit up Marty.
Jesse,
anyways,
what's up?
So all of that is gone. So all the winners, you're getting your stuff, relax. And there's a little bit of extra in the box. Everyone got a lanyard. Bobby, you're going to be excited because you're going to like your lanyard because you already have the lanyards that we sent, so you're getting a different one. And everyone got a 45th anniversary Morel hand sanitizer, with the exception of the audio control banners. They did not get one because it would have rocked around in there. So I apologize to you, you don't get one. But everyone else got one. So you got a mug, you got, everyone that, so fun, excitement. Yeah, bonus. Now, that brings us to the Facebook page, which is, you talk for a minute. What's the Facebook page?
The Facebook page is Clean Wire Club. The 12-volt Clean Wire Club, yeah. If you type it, you're going to find those beautiful pictures about clean wire, questions.
Dude, we already have 10,000?
Yes, I know.
Holy crap, I don't pay any attention to this, I'm not going to lie.
10,000.
But the winner today of the Clean Wire Club, 12-volt Clean Wire Club photo of the day. So what this basically is, for those of you guys who are new to it, is that if you post a really cool picture Sunday, Fernando scours through, finds the one he likes the most, and you get to be the top here.
Yes.
Do we know who this is?
I'm going to.
All right, you figure out who this is.
Don't pressure me.
Okay, so literally you see no wire here, but this is a laser cut amp board. Instead of sitting here drilling all the holes like I do, he figured it out, mapped it out, drew it in a laser, and there's a finished picture on there, but this isn't it, of course. I thought this was a really cool idea. You got this nice Sony amp, a Sawdust bit.
Yeah.
10D.
If you go to his pictures, you will see the full setup. His name is Alex Villegas. Yeah.
Okay, Alex. So thank you, Alex, for posting this really cool picture this week, and you get to be on the top of the page. I thought it was neat.
That was neat.
Way to use a laser.
That was the reason that I picked it, because it's like, wow, that's cool.
Went to Marty's and they installed my system with remote start. It is almost time for remote start, and according to Noah, it is going to get... Don't wait. For all you guys who think about doing remote starts, don't wait, because February, December, apparently the end of the year is going to be the coldest part. So I don't know what all that means, because it's never cold here, and when it is, it's not really that cold. I mean, it is cold for us because we're wussies. But yeah, so there we go. So we got our sponsor out of the way. We got the Clean Wire Club out of the way. I can close this, and we can start talking about car audio. Gosh. Where can the winners trade in their internet
cookies?
I tell you what, we did get those cookies at one time. That guy in New York sent us some cookies. Oh my God, those were so good. I was let down when I found out the new Kenwood doesn't have optical out. Speaking of Kenwood, there was one thing that Fernando promised he was going to show you guys this week, which is the new Kenwood Exelon Enclosure. This guy right here. Now, what's this? Hold on, let me go over to. I'll come over and help you.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
So this is the new Kenwood Exelon Enclosure. It has two 12-inch. They make a regular line as well as the Exelon line, but what's neat is it's designed to sit like this, so you can do it. But what makes it really cool is if you lift it like this, it also downfires. So it has these giant robust legs on them. Obviously there's the grills here to protect them, which is perfect. And your Kenwood logo, then you can shine it out the back as opposed to the top. It does have a tapered top. You know what? We're looking at it. That's cool. Let's head over here, though, to the laptop. And here we can see, this is what it's called. It's the P-XW12221 DHP. Oh my gosh. It has a peak power handling of, well, honestly, you know, if you're into this stuff, which I'm not, but I'll tell you anyways, 2,000 watts, 1,000 watts. Let's go down here. We have the PP dual area cone. This gives a diaphragm that's rigid, required for higher power handling and delivering more accurate bass. It has a closed yoke with advanced airflow controls. It has stress-controlled spiders, multi-position options for mounting, slant back design made to go up against your seat here, and it's made out of thick MDF baffle with 5/8 construction with a 3/4 inch thick baffle. Includes the grills, talking about the enhanced downfiring structure support, and you can power it with their 1,000 watt amp, which is the XR1001-1, wiring at 2 ohms. Dimensions, because hey, that's what we all like to see. So you got 12 and 9/16 at the top, 15 and 13/16 at the bottom, as well as 35 and 3/4. Cool. And that's what we promised we'd show you. Thank you so much for showing us. On DNFTrueler.com, you guys should put links to zip ties you guys use. We buy them from Pack, though, so we really don't have... Yeah. No. We buy them from Amp Global, which means they don't sell them.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, you can grab... All right. 2008 Nissan Maxima with Bose system, with navigation. What you need to add an amplifier and a subwoofer to the factory system.
To the Bose system?
And where we can get the signal.
So if you have a Bose system in a Nissan, you're going to need to go to the... Okay. Couple of things you can do. For one, if it has the factory subwoofer, it's going to have a high voltage output. So you're going to need a really nice high level to low level adapter or an amplifier that can take a bunch of voltage. So depending on how much sub you're going to run, if you look at like an audio control amplifier, they all have LC2Is built into the sub amp, so you can put 20 volts there with no issues whatsoever. So something like an LC 1.800 would be really nice. If you're looking to go a little smaller, they have the ACM 1.300. Now, with that being said, obviously an LC2I or a kicker key lock would work. Yep. However, this is where the fun begins, because Nissan Bose may not be, or maybe I should say, variable voltage output, meaning what's coming out of the radio, it's basically a set of preamps, and you could turn it up and down. If that's the case, well then you can just solder on a set of RCAs and go into the amplifier from that. You'd have to figure that out. We have a bunch of videos that talk about how to figure out variable voltage versus fixed voltage. If you're looking to be super easy though, obviously going after the subwoofer. Now, the reason why you'd want to go before it is getting rid of all of the bass roll off and equalization, where that's not going to be on the front coming into the amplifier because it's all through the amplifier. So there you go. One of those, something like that, that'll help you out.
All right, and the 2020 Charger, going active, Ampro DM608. Hertz Miller Legend. Should I go with my Fosgate Mini 404 and the 200 and the 2400 and the 750.1? That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
Or my LC 1200.6 and the 1.800.
Oh.
Ooh, exactly. Just because I would pick the T's.
Because of the size?
Because the size.
But you got plenty of room in that car.
Yeah. But still, I mean, you can add a battery right there.
Well, yeah, but okay. So it's a question of room. At the end of the day, you're gonna end up with pretty much very similar things. It's just a question of room.
Yeah.
The nice thing is if you just go with the audio control, you're done. It's 2 amps. It's simple. It's gonna take up room though. You know, those 2 amps are gonna take up about that much room. If you're taking your spare tire, they could go there. I wouldn't screw them to the seats. You guys know I'm not a fan of that. Now, the nice thing about the Rockfords is that you could probably mount them all on one side to the left or right of the trunk, and or put them up underneath the drop down, underneath where the 6x9s are. You probably might be able to fit them up there too.
Yeah.
Man, power wise, I think you're gonna have plenty of power.
Oh, either
way, you're gonna have plenty of power. So it's not a question of power. I wouldn't even think of power. Both powers are perfectly adequate for what you're doing. Actually, probably above adequate. Just ask yourself location. That's the question you have to ask, and that's the one thing we can't help you with. But everything else, phenomenal. Just
awesome
location.
Awesome product. Hey guys,
going in the spare tire.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so fun.
Like I said,
going in the spare tire. I'm gonna go big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go audio control because I'm going. If I got the room, just like this car. If we got the room, I'm gonna go into the spare tire.
You guys will see it coming.
Yeah, we'll show you this in a minute.
Hey guys, I want to have you do a full stereo on my 2020 Silverado RST Crew Cab 1500. I'm wondering if you guys want to do a video on the Silverado.
I mean, we've done a couple videos on Silverados.
Not in the 2020, but it's
you know,
like so tight on time, man.
We do what we can. If you know, it just really comes down to what we got going on. Dang. All right, hold on.
Okay, I got this one.
Did you see? Hold on, wait. Dean, did you see the fall 2020 catalog as your 5-channel amplifier? So this is the Crutchfield catalog.
Oh, I know.
I don't get that porn in the mail, and if they do, they throw it away before I get it. So, anyways, go ahead.
All right. What is the best source to play music from? It's an iPhone with a CarPlay, or is good old-fashioned CDs?
So, source. What source do we listen to? And it's not that simple, because CDs, okay, so we'll go back as far as CDs. So we'll kind of call the limit the CD, meaning that's as far back we're going to go, because really anything before that was garbage. So let's talk about the CD. The CD still has, it's a tough one to beat. Unfortunately, the CD had limitations, meaning you only played one at a time, or you bought a 6-disc changer, so it wasn't real convenient. Or you carried around a big pack, and then when it got stolen, you're out like thousands of dollars. So we always knew we needed something to move on to, and that's where portable MP3 players, the original iPod, came out, and we were super excited, because at that point we decided, what is more important, sound quality or convenience of music? And we said, convenience of music, meaning we want to have music. Who cares how good it sounds? So the initial MP3 players were kind of like crappy and weren't that good. And you always found someone trying to do it on the cheap, like, oh, I could do it on a thumb drive. Well, great, who cares? You've managed to, you know, make it as crappy as possible. And we had like Napster and stuff like that, which like was the worst. So CDs still great. Now move forward to today. Obviously the convenience thing and the quality thing have kind of like almost caught up with one another. We realize that we don't like crap, but we want better, but we still want all our content. So these manufacturers have started to make it better. Things like Tidal and Spotify High Res and Amazon High Res, and Apple has their codecs that actually sounds pretty good. So we'll look at the phone, whether it's an iPod or an Android, it doesn't really matter. What are we playing over that? Meaning, what streaming service are we doing, and what now, because we're streaming. So that's where it kind of sucks. It's like, if you're not downloading good files onto your phone, you're streaming them. So now we got to look at that and go, all right, so we're going back to Napster style crap, because like Pandora streamed and Spotify streamed, those suck, and YouTube streamed, those all suck. As opposed to like Tidal does a much better job, but you have to have the bandwidth. So now it's like, okay, so there's all these little pieces that just keep, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, when you're cruising down the road doing 60 miles an hour, traffic pumping, stereos blaring, can you tell the difference between a high-res file and a non-high-res file? Okay? So when is good enough good enough? Sometimes, like, I can't stand Sirius XM, whether I'm doing 60 mile an hour with the top down or not. It still sounds like crap. But streaming from my phone sounds pretty good. I listen to Apple Music because we needed to find a point that was like, I had Tidal and it was good and I loved it and it sounded really nice. However, I don't know if I could tell the difference all the time. some songs, yes, we could totally hear the difference. But if the customer isn't listening to that, then what's the point? So I kind of have to submerge myself into a world that is reality for most people, which is some form of streaming music. I've settled on Apple Music. I hold hope that at some point, I'm thinking once 5G drops, we're going to see a high-res iTunes, Apple Music, because right now I feel like everyone knows, Apple doesn't have to be first, but they just want to do it the best that they can. And I don't care if you're an Android guy, you guys do good stuff too. It's all right. I'm just purely putting it in the bubble that I live in, okay? Because Tidal just wasn't working, and it was just like a pain, and like family-wise, and so there again, it's always a compromise. This is what I've settled on, and you use the same thing. I mean, you have the Sony high-res player, so it's taking it one step further because it's up converting it, or it's using an up converter to make it sound even better, which really sucks because I don't have that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know, you suck.
Oh, I love that.
You suck. Okay, so I hope that kind of helps.
All right, best way to keep the 8-inch GM non-Bose head unit. Audio control D6-1200. It's a good start.
Yes.
Will run components and 2 subs.
We all know I am, Robert.
Yes, they will run that perfectly.
Okay, hold on.
No problem.
I just screwed that up for you.
No problem.
Okay. Best way to retain the screen in an 8-inch
GM non-Bose system.
There's 2 ways to do it. There's 2 ways. Now, the first question is, how much do you love your FM Sirius radio? Because if you love FM and Sirius radio, well, there's a solution. And if you don't love FM and Sirius radio, there's a solution. So what I mean by that is if you have to have Sirius and FM, you're going to want this, the DGM3, all right? And what you're going to go off to is you're going to go off to either a DSR1 or an AR, and you're going to have to wait until audio control approves the operation with the AR. Supposedly it's coming like really, really soon, like within a couple weeks, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. The other option, if you're not into Sirius and you're not into FM, is to go with the PAC AP4 GM61.
Yep.
What that's going to do is there's a dip switch 3, which we have a video showing you how to do this. Dip switch number 3. The reason why the FM I'm talking about is because the FM Sirius will only broadcast over like the left channel. So you have to mirror the left channel to the right channel. So you have 2 left channels. So it makes FM radio and Sirius radio sound kind of weird. Digital media all plays fine. You have left, right, all good there. Now what this does is this is basically a high level to low level adapter using the DSR1, but it allows you to control the chime volume. That's the problem. So you can use the DSR1 as a DEQ, so you can DEQ with the DSR1 because the audio control doesn't really do de-equalization all that well. It does, but it only DEQs it, and then you have to, it's only got 1 EQ. So it'll do a DEQ, set it to the audio control house curve, and then you have to adjust it from there on top of that same equalization. Whereas if you went with like a DSR1, you could do a true de-equalization EQ into that. So 2 ways to do it, and cost-wise, it's about the same. It's about the same amount of money for both. So, and the other thing I will tell you right now, finding that Amp Pro GM61 might be difficult because they have been out of them for a while. So, there you go.
Oh, Bill Freeman is in the house. Look at that.
See, we told you, Bill. We told you we're going to have it here, and here it is. We talked about it earlier.
You missed that.
You missed it. Oh, my laptop went to sleep. And then we had it on the web page. Where we were over here like, hey, look, it's this cool thing, and oh my gosh, it's the desert. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's that.
Okay, let's go back to
I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, let's go back to that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Next question.
All right, 2017 Nissan Titan. Wire harness is the 707552.
Yes.
Are we matching wires to wires on the truck harness? Because some are missing.
Yes, some are missing. It just depends on what is going on in the vehicle. So, if some wires are missing, that means that you have to figure out which wires are missing. So for example, if like a blue-white is missing, that's not a big deal. That's an amplifier turn on and a power antenna working. However, if red is missing, that's an accessory wire, that's key, and I mean that's physically key, then you got a problem because it should be there. Orange-white might be missing, black might be missing, black might honestly probably is missing, or there's a really skinny wire on the other side. So you have to figure out which wires are missing. But yes, technically you're going to have to go wire for wire.
All
hey,
right.
It's Ada.
Hey, Ada.
From Absolute Electronics in Maryland.
Yes.
Lewis is back.
Hey, Lewis.
What's going on? All right, next question.
All right, hey guys, I have a Kenwood head unit DDX 8905S DSR1, and I'm getting a loud crackling.
Okay.
And a popping. Any idea what could it be?
Well, it depends on when you're getting the crackling and the popping. And what speakers it's coming out of. So that's kind of in what source is it coming off of. You kind of got to apply some just basic troubleshooting to it and figure out what's going on there. Obviously, figuring out what is causing it too is the problem. It could be something as simple as like an RCA that could be going bad. It could be that on the DSR1 it's not plugged in all the way. There's a lot of things that can happen. So you almost have to start deinstalling things and minimize what you have and figure out where it's coming from. So maybe take the DSR out, or maybe take the radio out and just plug into the DSR through the aux jack and see if it still does it. So start eliminating pieces to narrow down. If you try to just jump at it and touch everything, you're never going to figure it out. So small pieces. I would start at the amplifier. Plug some RCAs from your phone into the amplifier and just see if it does it there, and then just back out of it. Could be good.
All right. So Luis just said, "Hey, Dean, on Saturday you're talking about the all-pass filters and the 2-channel RCA."
What's that RCA?
Which one are you talking about?
I didn't. I just said you'd have to have a 2-channel. So in the past, what you would use.
In the past. In the
future. Is the Educar phasing summer. But what's inside of this, if you open it up, is this is just a high-level to low-level adapter. So if you want to check for all-pass filters, if you take your standard 2-channel high-level to low-level adapter and connect here and here, and then put a wide, so you have to have a transformer-based high-level to low-level adapter, not a resistor-based. You have to have transformer-based. So that's like an LP5 from PAC or an LP7 from PAC, but not the LP3 from PAC, or not the 35. So resistors, we all know what those look like, the little white things. It can't have those inside of it. It has to have big transformers, because if you just have resistors, you can backfeed and blow things up. Anyways, if you have a resistor-based 2-channel high-level to low-level adapter, connect it to left, connect it to right, put a Y RCA coming out of that into your RCA, and then as you can just unplug one RCA at a time, and that when you plug them all in, you'll see that the dip, and then when you don't see the dip. This had switches on it. So this was a really cool $200 box with a high-level to low-level adapter in it. He stopped making these, but it worked, so that's all I cared about.
All right, guys, the Alpine PX EOA50S.
Yes.
Leaning towards the DSP over the others at the same price because of includes the remote and Bluetooth module. What are your thoughts?
I can tell you right now, I have that piece in my car. The Bluetooth sucks. It's not even a thing. Okay, so for audio streaming on Bluetooth on that, it's garbage. It's the worst Bluetooth you'll ever have. However, the app over Bluetooth works really well. That part of it is nice. I like the DSP. I'm happy with it. The Bluetooth we knew was gonna be disappointing, and I wasn't disappointed. It totally was disappointing. So from that, as far as the DSP goes, it's a great DSP. Freaking awesome. But yeah, Bluetooth sucks.
So we are like
we're halfway in.
Half hour. Let's go back to the
going back to Fernando Cam. Sponsor of the show this week is Morale, celebrating their 45th anniversary. What we have here is the special speakers that just came out to celebrate that. These are the Carbon Elates. Elate Carbons. Let's get the name right, Dean. This is the Pro set, which comes with the Pico style tweeter, the little,
right here,
that guy right there. They also make it in a non-pro version, which comes with the smaller tweeter, this guy right here, which is obviously a little bit easier to install. There you go, big passive crossovers. It's designed to be passive active out of the box, meaning you're going to want to run an amplifier just to the mid bass, and then the passive crossovers are for the mid-range and the tweeter. They also celebrating their 45th anniversary. If you head over to their Instagram page right now, you can register to win this cool hat. Not this one. This one's Fernando's. He's not giving that away.
Nope.
Or if you want to win this shirt, if you check out Friday on Dita Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, the YouTube channel, 9 o'clock, the news show happens, and this week we'll be giving away shirts. Actually,
Cool.
for the next couple. So there's that.
So Jeff talk about like, wow, I just saw that we installing the 4.800 in this Toyota.
Yes.
So
Yes, we are.
let's talk about that one. What we doing today?
So this is a 2019 Toyota Camry.
Yes.
And what we have going on in this is it's getting a Focal flax system. So far, we have the front door done. It's getting covered in the Ground Zero door kit. So Fernando did that. There's the Focal flax mid bass with fast strings and custom mounts for the door.
Yeah.
And if you go up to the top, we have the custom, actually I'd take it from outside, would be easier. As you can see through the window there, that is the Focal flax mid-range on a custom mount that we fabricated to fit up in there, along with some quarter-inch foam. If you come over here,
That's right in the top on my bench.
yeah, come on over here, Fernando. I was actually looking for, where'd the speakers go?
On the side.
The mid-range?
Yeah, right in the bottom. Right in the bottom.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry.
Right here. It's okay. They're 2 inches.
Yeah.
Can be lost.
So what basically happens on this one is the speaker's mounted from underneath to make room for the fact that the speaker has to move and it's really tight up in the dash. And that is made out of quarter-inch acrylic.
Yeah.
And then the tweeters are mounted into the factory location. They're again the same flax tweeters are mounted up into, and if you'll notice there's a little snap right inside of here. Little snap, so it just snaps into the factory location. Very hard to do because that is, if you're looking at it, it's like a 1/16 of an inch thick to go around to hold that in. But yeah, lots of fun.
It was fun.
Yay! If you want to see more on that, we did go live today on our Instagram page. So 5 Minutes to 5-Star over there on Instagram. We talked all about that particular install going in this car. Going in the trunk is going to be the D4.800 along with the 1500.1, a spare battery, a bunch of zero gauge. We'll show that more tomorrow. We haven't got the amp board yet. 2019 F-150. I want to upgrade my single JL 8-inch with a larger sub powered off a Rockford. Okay, I think the Stealth Box with 212s. What do you recommend? Which gauge wire from amp to sub? Amp is under passenger seat, stock 8-inch head unit, DSR1, JL, C2s front to back. The 212s, I would think 210s. If you're planning on keeping that amplifier, 210s is kind of really where that amplifier taps out. I don't think 212s. Plus, yeah, I'm thinking Stealth Box. So here's what I'd recommend. I would recommend 212s. I'm sorry, 210s. I'd recommend 210s. And then possibly, if you want big, fat, and boomy, I would look at a Fox box. So you could go with some P210s. I mean, if you're a JL fan, I totally understand it. Get into their version of like a but you can go regular depth. So you could fit 2 P210s in a Fox box up underneath that seat. It's rhino lined. It's durable. It'll go in there. You could also, if you could get Frostbite to build you a 210 box to go up underneath there for your JLs. MTI will also make you one that's nice and pretty.
Yep.
Basically what I'm getting at is there's other boxes that are much better than just going with a Stealth Box, which I wouldn't recommend. but I would stick with 10s and a midline 10. I wouldn't go crazy on that because you don't have the power coming out of an amplifier to do that, and I also feel like 12s, especially with that amp and that power, would not be enough.
Yeah. Also, the wire that you say, what kind of gauge wire?
I would run a 12 or a 10, like a 10 gauge. Like a dual 10, dual 10. But a 12 would probably do it. So
now remember, it's a 2019?
Yeah.
2019, you got to go straight to the battery.
No, he's already got it installed. Okay. It's already installed. We're talking about the subwire.
Okay, cool.
Mr. John Schneid, what is happening?
Hey.
So I would go 12 would be fine, 10 would be if you just want to go overkill. What component speakers are best for 2019 GT Mustang with 9 speakers, non-shaker system? It's a 3-way set. It's a tweeter up in the dash. It's a 3.5/2.5 in the door, and then a 6.5 down low. It really just comes to what kind of music you want to. Morel makes in the Virtus line as well as the line you just saw there, but obviously the Virtus is more mainstream, I guess, because that's whatever your price is, you figure that out. But Virtus makes 2 models. You have the Virtus Ultra Carbons, which are the real shallow ones, but the regular Virtus will fit there. Why that's nice is that mid-range is pretty small. You can fit the flax in there.
Yep.
The access is really tough to get in there. I'll tell you that right now. The access, because it's a bigger mid-range than this, and it's deeper. It's a tight fit. It's kind of hard. But yeah, it's the mid that kind of gets in the way. So yeah, something like that.
Hey guys, hope you are well. Would you guys recommend going a full active front stage only with no speakers in the rear doors? ? Or hybrid active on front stage with passive rear stage, looking at the Focal 3-ways in the front and Focal components in the rear, and stay on topic for the day, doing 2 Morel Ultimas 10s.
Ooh. That's what's going in that Ram. Or not the Ram, the F-150.
The F-150.
That's what's going to get powered in that. All right, so we've had this conversation Saturday. Jeff Smith came by so that we could test fit an Audio Frog tweeter and a mount that we were making, and he just so happened to have one, so he brought it by. And we were talking about rear fill. And he doesn't have it in his car right now, but he's bummed because he really likes to have rear fill. So he's going to probably redesign his system so that he can add in some form of refill. He has the channels for it, so why not? I'm a fan. I have rear fill in my car. Fernando doesn't have his just because of the way we designed his car. However, we wired it so that we could one day put rear fill in, and that is the plan because we have the speakers. It's just a matter of going back in and installing them.
One day,
and of course getting an amp to power them. Oh no, we have that now. I don't know. Anyways, I like it. I would do rear fill. It doesn't have to be crazy, but it just
has to be there.
I feel it should be there. There again, it's up to you. There was a question I wanted to get to, but obviously it's gone now. It was a book, and the guy was talking about.
I think that was that one.
No, this one had to do with Ayahuasca. He was an Ayahuasca guy.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to find.
Yeah, it was way back at the beginning. If you can find that, that'd be cool. All right, so Morel's our sexy in Dean's voice. Ooh, yeah, ooh. I know. I do my sexy voice every time I talk about Morel's.
All right, I find it.
Wow, that was quick. I was gonna stall for time. Go.
That's me, you know. I'm quick.
Hold on, Phil. Rear fill is good. You had to go there. You're talking about speakers, right? Right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Alright, hey guys, thanks for the information and inspiration. I used to have an Ayahuasca winning system in my vehicle back in the 90s. I want to do a simple upgrade on my 2018 Escape. With the stock head unit, I was thinking Key 500 and the 8-inch components RT. And run the front components active with the Key 200. With the rear doors off the factory amplifier. Any recommendations on the front stage under $500? Wondering about the depth and the door. Also, I used to have DLS in the vehicle, and they have to set with 6.5. wide 6.5 and 2.5 mid-width.
Okay, so basically what you're talking about is a full kicker key system. I'm all for it. You're talking about going with the kicker key 7-inch or the 7-inch, right?
Yeah.
They'll fit fine, and the reason why they'll fit fine is Kenwood provides you with all of the adapters you need to fit them in the car.
I'm sorry, my bad. That's the 8-inch Comp RT, the subwoofer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In the door? I ain't gonna fit.
No. I think that's for the subwoofer.
Oh, for the sub.
For the sub, yeah, that's it. Components, that will be just, that's what he's looking for.
Components to go in there?
Recommendation under $500.
Get some Q-Class, man. Or just get the KS. Get the new KS. Get the new KS.
All kicker system, yeah.
Yeah, just do it all kicker system. And I would instead of going with the Comp RT, I would go up to the L7T. So they make it, I would just, like, if you're going to get the downframe box, I totally understand, but look at the L7T 10-inch, and you could always add legs to it and downfire it. It's basically the same box. You'll be way happier. That stuff just, it needs a little bit of break-in, but it's super sexy, super loud. I would just go full kicker, get some get the RTs for the doors.
Get a kicker KS.
Yeah, the KS.
For the doors.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And check the.
Can we move out of like the
L7.
same letters? I mean, we got, what is it? S R K X W
FX
F. It's like, come on, guys. There's 27 letters in the alphabet. Move on.
CS.
We want to start simple. KS,
What's up, Dino Fernando? See, that's why we go DF.
But no, as far as going back to the kicker key and the key 501, it's a phenomenal system. I personally own it in Haley's car. We've done it. It's our go-to. Exactly the way you want to run it. It's perfectly fine because you can balance to the rear, unbalance to the front, turn the rear down some. We've done that. Yes, go active with the key. You'll love it. What's wrong?
No.
I don't do that, man. Got a part. Morel 5 channel, but I'm biased. Okay. When 5-star stereo going to have an anniversary? I don't know.
Soon.
I don't know. An anniversary? Why would we have one soon?
I don't
what are we
know,
going to
man.
anniversarize?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I was thinking about it the other day because I need to go back and figure out when we started this show. I don't know when we actually started it. I know this is
2014.
No, I know that this is the longest running live show done in car audio. So we've got that. No one's gonna beat us there because like we've done more of these than I don't. The number that I'm putting on the shows isn't even right, by the way. I just put a number up.
I just like Robert what he said. Okay, I'm going to kick it. And my thing, I'm gonna special K.
It happens in my head.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Can run full cal performance and full cal performance expert series 6.5. 6-way, 2-way, car speakers, off stock Sony amp, and no, I wouldn't. I mean, okay, wait a minute. No. But, okay. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I mean, okay, you can, but not. What you want to stick with for that Sony is the new Focal Ford speakers. Those would work fine, but when you add in like I think that's what you're going to do anyways. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me go back to this. Expert series. So the Expert... So can we call them what they are? Flax, K2, integration. The Expert is... I think we're running into a problem here. The Expert is not going to work. FX. So we're talking about Flax here. That's... No. Not off the factory Sony system. No. You'd have to get a real amplifier. It's not made for real speakers. And there was a part 2 to that. Hold on. I'm losing it. Limited with a Sony system. What would you recommend for speaker? So replacing the system sub installed. I think about Rockford Fosgate. The deal is you got to get rid of that Sony system. That's right off the bat. That's the problem. You can't use the Sony amplifier and have it work right. It's tuned to those. Just think about. Okay. Amp Pro. Do an Amp Pro.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let me think this through for a minute. Okay, better yet. Do a Kenwood AR integration into it. So get the Kenwood DSP 6.600.
Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty affordable amplifier with the AR integration into Sony.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then go with. You don't have to go crazy. Go with the Kenwood Exelon speakers.
Okay, the 7-inch.
Well, you could do the 7-inch. You could totally do the 7-inch.
Yeah.
Or just stick with the 6.5s. I would just go 6.5s. Keep it simple. I do, unless it has the 6x9s, in which case I'd go with the 7-inch. So if it has the 6x9 up front, I would do the 7-inch components up front and do the 6.5 coaxial in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would just probably look at getting the single 12-inch version of that box. The box we showed earlier.
This one.
This one here. What happened? Did you? Oh, you shut
Yeah.
it off. You shut it off. It's off. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, this is why the screen shut off. You turn that off. Or it died.
It died probably.
Okay. Either way, the box we showed
the
earlier.
box, yeah.
Hold on. I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just shut that off. Laptop work.
I need more batteries, man.
I'll order some this week. I'll get you some more batteries. This is the box here. They make a single 12-inch version of this. And that'll keep you right in that budget. I'm thinking you'll be okay. All right.
5-star YouTube page started in October. Well, no, that's
the YouTube page. We actually started the Facebook page before we started the YouTube page, but it's got to be Pretty Crows. Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, they got to be within, so this year would probably be 10 years. Crap. I guess I need to freaking.
Well, I started here in 2013, so.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so then it can't be that. Oh, that's the other. Yeah, so
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
saying.
Yeah. Because I started here working in 2013.
Yeah. So the Facebook page or the YouTube page we started just to put stuff.
Just
up
upload
on,
some videos, but that's not the
yeah.
actually channel.
Did I miss the big Kenwood show? I mean, we did it earlier. I mean, we had one last week. There wasn't really one this week, and the camera died. So
yeah, that's it. It's just this one.
All right, hold on. Here, you give me this. Answer a question.
All right, so let me find something in here. Replying. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that one. You replied to the 2015.
Yeah. Wow. These batteries die quick.
I know. Your feel is good.
Okay.
I'm trying to find one that says about the DD1.
Just answer anything, man. Just go. Go with anything. Recommends for 2010 Camaro.
What you have?
That's what I have. I mean, depends what you want to do. It's a 6.5 component up front, 6.5 or 6x9 coaxial-ish in the rear. If you have Boston acoustic, I personally like the iData dash kit for it and an iData Link compatible radio. We do have a couple videos of my car up. You can check them out. A lot of neat stuff you can do in there. Okay.
I've been trolling you guys for 3 years. Yeah, that is true, man. All right, there you go. Dean,
yes.
Do you have the DD1 Plus?
Yes.
If you so, it is worth the extra money compared to the DD1.
I honestly don't know because I have the DD1 Plus, but I don't think we ever use it because we just use the DD1 because we're just.
No, we use it when we have it.
We just use the DD1 though. We don't use the Plus because it's.
But it's new. What do they have?
I just use the DD1. I gotta be honest. The advantage of the DD1 Plus obviously is that you can go in and if you want it to be like 3 dBs of overlap or 7 dBs of overlap, and you're really worried about that. I'm a 5 and 10 guy, so I keep it nice and simple, and that works. Get it in, get it out, 10. Perfect.
Have you
Better
guys
head unit? Check out the Kenwood Exelons. The new 957. Check out the new 957.
Have you ever heard of the set of hybrid audio Legatias?
What does he have in his?
I think that was the ones.
Yeah. We've heard them.
So,
They're nice.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. We got a guy, a customer, a friend of ours that
Steve.
His name is Steve.
Yeah.
That has a three-way set in his car off of what amps does he have now?
Oh man, he has the ARC audio.
Yeah.
Amplifiers.
Yeah, he's got a DM810 or DM608 or something like that for DSP.
How do you pick a subwoofer box? What do you look for?
Build quality. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. The thing is there's a lot of places that make really nice boxes now. Like A-Trend makes a really nice box. Frostbite makes a really nice box. Fox boxes are really nice.
Yeah.
There's also a handful of smaller companies that make boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I usually like we use a ton. I can't think of the other ones because that's like Paul's part of that. But there's a bunch of SRQ makes boxes.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of the other company that's here in Sarasota that makes, or not Sarasota, but that makes boxes. I can't think. But
Q-Power?
No. Q-Power suck. I mean, the Q-Bomb is nice because they rhino line it,
Right.
which compensates for the fact that it's thin and barely glued together. But it's also the cheapest. Whereas you can get into an A-Trend box that has usually, you can find MTI boxes is what you wanted to say. But are any of the spare tire well boxes any good? So we did the JBL box, the one that they make that has the 11-inch one that goes. We did that on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo. I'm sorry, we did that on Car Stereo Lab. So we did review that, and you can search the model number on that one. I believe that Cerwin Vega makes a version of that also. We haven't heard that one, but we have heard the JBL one. It is pretty nice. Depending on the configuration of the car, so if it's like a SUV or something where the subwoofer is in the same compartment as yours, it's pretty nice. We did a Porsche with it, and it was the only Porsche with a trunk, and that sounded really really good. He didn't pay for that much bass. So if you have like a small car where it's going to be in the car with you, you'll be really happy. The secret to that though is that it has to be firmly mounted to the car. If it's not going to work.
All right, what do we have here?
Sorry, I meant unloaded subwoofer boxes in a Mazda 3. Anytime obviously we don't build boxes anymore because I hate the smell of wood. I just Google it. And, if you can find somebody that makes one, you just call them. Find out if they make it in 5/8 or 3/4. Sometimes you can call them and you tell them what kind of woofer you're using, and they'll modify it a little bit for you. But yeah, if you want to build it yourself, Market Cardio Fabricator will help you design it. You can pay him to make some stuff. But there's a lot of companies out there now that make really nice boxes.
Second battery ultra cap, or nothing for the system that has 1300
watts total power.
Yeah,
I'm thinking nothing. I mean, if you got good power wire, it's a decent amplifier, then I think you should be fine. Capacitor is just a spray paint can. Ultra cap, I'm assuming those are the hybrid style caps that have a bunch of little capacitors in them. Those aren't too bad. Battery, that'd probably be the worst thing for it.
Yeah.
On the router to cut acrylic, do you use a special bit, one normal for wood? Actually, we use
Mobile Solution?
Whiteside.
Oh.
Well, so we have two. We have a Mobile Solutions bit that we use, and we have a Whiteside bit. They're both spiral cut with ball bearings. The Mobile Solution one, who also sells a Whiteside competitor, has 4 ball bearings on it, so we have more. But the other one is the Whiteside bit, which is dual ball bearings, 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch is what we use. I have the 1/2 inch. I have all the bearings, all the bits for the most part when it comes to that stuff. But what works best is the spiral cut double bearing Whiteside bit. You can get those. You could probably. That's why I recommend those, because you could probably get those where you're at, as opposed to Mobile Solutions. You gotta go through all that nonsense. But if you want to go affordable, what is it? Yanoco, or starts with a Y. They make one you can get for like $15. They come out of China. They're not too bad. They just don't last long. ABS spiral cut all the way. And I can tell you right now, it's not fun. But yeah, rough cut it if you can. But the whole problem with ABS is you almost have to use a router bit, because if you use the jigsaw, it's going to melt. So you just got to hold on tight. Other than your show, where can I get more information about Car Audio News? Car Audio News and websites. So basically what we use in order to, when we go to find our news, we go to a place called CE Outlook. That's CE Outlook. And then there's a place called 12 Volt News. And those are pretty much it. That's we scour those, and then that's where we find all our news. So, random question: what type of amps do you prefer? A, B, D, or H? I mean, right now, pretty much everything is either A, B, D, or H. There isn't too many A stuff out anymore. There is. So, like, if you get the Audison 5.1, that has a front channel. I'm sorry, channel 1 and 2 are A, channel 3 and 4 are B, and channel 5 is D. Something like a Morel 5 channel is A, B, 1 through 4, and then the 5th channel is a D. When you look at like the smaller miniature amplifiers, those are either D or G or H. There again, it's all tools, and if they fit and they sound good, that's what goes in.
Yeah.
New show on Friday. Yes, it is. What do you got? What were you getting ready to say? Oh my gosh. Look at the time. Is that what you were hinting towards?
Yes.
Okay. No problem, Lewis. All right, guys. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? It's already that time of the day again. I mean, we've had a phenomenal show, I feel, and I'm only patting Fernando on the back here because he did a great job with the camera. All right, guys. You know what that means? It's us in the corner. Battery. Other than the battery dying. I ain't nothing left but the crying. D&F Tool Drawer is a place you can go and find all the cool tools we use. That's Dean and Fernando's Tool Drawer. On that page, we have all of the cool things that we use, even camera stuff. But most importantly, all the meters and probes and all that fun stuff, it's all there. If you go to Teespring/store/size 5-star, you can find cool t-shirts. You can find the I Know Jeff Smith, Vote for Fernando, and of course, Do You Even Zip Tie Bro? One of my personal favorites. Actually, it is my personal favorite. There's no doubt about it. If you feel like voting for us for the industry awards, you can head over to meindustry.awards.com. That's meindustry.awards.com. Come over to here where it says voting open. If you're in industry, do industry voting. If you're a consumer or somebody not in industry, you can go to consumer voting. Just fill out the form, and there you go. It's a lot of fun. Make sure to head over to Facebook, where you are now, and join the 12-Volt Clean Wire Club. Submit pictures, and, you know, if they're cool, you could possibly get a Sunday pick. Or be up there for the whole week.
Yeah.
Did I hit it all?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't forget, sponsor of the show, that we Morel.
These guys.
Yep.
So you can find them at morelhifi.com. Make sure to check out their new Carbon Elates. That's right, the Carbon Elates are sexy beasts, and the battery's dead, so we're not going to show them. And of course, Friday, if you head over to YouTube and you go to Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do the news show.
Yeah.
That's right, we talk about all the cool news. And this week, and actually for the next couple weeks, is going to be brought to you by Morel, so you'll have a chance to win one of the 45th anniversary shirts. We only have them in large and extra large, so I apologize if you're one of those big guys, and, well, maybe you can give it to your girl and you can just look at her and, like, take it in. You know, whatever works.
That's it.
Hey, from Iowa. Patreon, we're on Patreon. If you guys want to go there, you just throw us money. That's all it's for. Yeah, because we don't do a podcast anymore. It kind of sucks. Thank you, Morel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. And also make sure you go over to Morel on Instagram.
Yep.
You've since lost. Hold on, let's see if I got. Yeah, no, there it is. Oh no, it's gone. Yeah, it's just gone. Anyways, go to Morel_America on Instagram. You have a chance to win one of the 45th anniversary hats they're doing. Just got to follow the instructions there, and that's it. That's all you got. How is the system working out in your car right now? It's getting ready to change.
It's getting to change, about to change.
Yeah.
But it's good.
We have some
love
new
that.
We have some new DSPs coming in that we get to talk about here in the next couple weeks.
Yep.
So we're pretty excited about that. And I like these DSPs, so I'm pretty excited about that. And we'll be putting those in your car. We also have some new amplifiers we're going to put in your car to go along with those DSPs. So we'll have videos. We'll have videos. There's always more videos. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, because then you'll get to follow along with what's heading into this 2019 Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry, yeah.
It's Monday, guys.
All right, guys.
We got a week in front of us. Follow us on the socials. Go over to MEIndustryawards.com and vote for your favorite installer or your favorite retailer. Whatever works for you. You guys have a great rest of your week. We will see you guys tomorrow on Instagram, and of course Saturday and Friday and Saturday. Oh, and don't forget Thursday. Ooh, I almost forgot.
Yeah,
Thursday, you could High Five Vega on YouTube. You can follow him, High Five Vega on YouTube. He does. I get to be a co-host on his show, so I co-host a show with him. We have fun. We talk about stuff, and it is not a Q&A show. It's just a fun show where he and I get to talk about car audio, and it's fun. I have a great time. Don't you?
Yes, totally.
Because you're not there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys.
Fine with it.
Have a wonderful week. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.